Thank you. I hope I can get you all awake. And I realize that in this audience we get a lot of dehydration, not only in the brain because of the dry air over here and perhaps yesterday evening, but also in the skin. And the skin is one of our major organs. It's an organ. And I will tell a little bit about this organ, the skin, and the science behind technology of the mesofetal skin treatment. This is the instrument which you can use for it. Well, this is discussed by all professionals using these instruments, and I will go more to the background. This afternoon we will have a practical lecture on it. There will be a workshop on the mesofetal treatment, and there you can see how it works in practice. This is the theory. It's about the epidermis, the barrier of our skin, this organ to protect us against the outer world, all the microbes which are over there. It's also about skin fluid management and the application technique. How do we get the fluid of the amnio technology inside the skin? And I will also discuss a little bit of the wrinkle control and skin rejuvenation. Well, I already mentioned the skin is our most this was the list I just mentioned, and I already mentioned to you that the skin is the most important barrier against the outer microbial and chemical world. In this, I have a microphone, no problem. I hope you can understand me all. Yeah? And there should be a laser cover. Yeah, clear? This is your epidermis. And apart from the barriers, as you can see on the right side of this slide, all the microflora which is on the top of our skin always exists. This is very natural and useful on our skin. We have these dead cells on top of the epidermis. They protect mechanically. And then we have also other barriers more downside. That is the immune system and other chemical systems we have in our body. Our body against all these external effects like microbes. And for this we have on the outside of our skin a little fillet environment, and in the inside hydrophilic environment, fluids inside. And also we have a pH. The pH is 5.4, a little bit acid is on the outside of the skin, also to prevent the bacteria from coming in. And inside we have normal pH 7.4, in which the biochemical mechanisms, the enzymes are working optimally. So not on the outside of the skin, so that protects us. So a little bit of theory, I can go much further in this, but I let me do this. The message is the skin very important and we should take care of it. Next slide. We can injure the skin. But then we have three types of injuries. The first is the cut. Yeah, we can have a cut in our skin. It happens in the kitchen, and it happens and we get an inflammation reaction and it heals. So the skin has a healing mechanism which you can use. You can give it puncture, like the vaccination for influenza. Just through the skin, getting the fluid somewhere in the skin. And you can have a spray where only the epidermis is damaged and not the dermis below the epidermis. And you notice perhaps when you are somewhat older, you got a smallpox vaccination. And this smallpox vaccination was with scratching on the skin, getting some fluid on it, and that was for the most effective immunization against smallpox. And that is the so-called spray. And there we are. What is the best way to have an invisible entrance to the skin? And well, we have detected it that is only possible with holes. Not with scraping, because from our smallpox vaccination we know that it gives a scar tissue. And when you are going for a real puncture or with a cut, you will also get a little bit of scar tissue, because you are going below the stratum corneum, which is the lower end of the epidermis. And I can indicate it over here. We shouldn't go too deep under the layer of dead cells and also the living epidermis. And in this picture you see very nice that although all the fluid is on top of it, in this hole you get penetration into the epidermis. And this is a picture. You can have the entrance and the outside and the exit of all kinds of fluids when you have made this nice hole in the outside of the epidermis. And with the vital treatment, we have a needle plate with 18 pins with a diameter of 5 millimeters and the length of the needles or the punches, which are here, the tips of about 0.5 millimeters. And this gives a penetration in the skin, depending on the type of skin and depending on your practice, of about 0.2, 0.3 millimeter. By definition, when you are making a hole in the skin, you get an inflammatory response. By definition. It is a small one. So it's not when you have a cut that it is really getting white and nasty to see. No, it is a very small inflammation. And this inflammation helps. Because when you get an inflammation, you get also a approach of some components of blood, like platelets, thrombocytes in medical terms, and these thrombocytes release on an inflammation site growth factors, the thrombocyte-derived growth factors, and they are very good in healing wounds. And these growth factors we are using also in microneedling and also in this mesofetal technology. Of course, we have a lot of chemistry behind this. I'm a medical doctor and a biochemist, so I like this. But I know you don't like it, so I won't expand on this. Whenever you would like to know more about this, please contact me and we can make a nice presentation on it. I'm now concentrating my presentation on the mesofetal treatment. And for this mesofetal treatment, we have three concepts. The marketing called it in three colors. The blue one for medical appearance, the pink one for young, fresh appearance, and the green concept. I will pause all these three concepts and give some clarification why it works. I need some dehydration as well, very important over here, this dry atmosphere. Okay, the pure treatment, pure water. No, it's not pure water. But we attract water. And that is by the hyaluronic acid. The hyaluronic acid is a component which is naturally present in our skin, but not too much. We can give it a little bit more concentration, and the effect is that we get watery skin. When we position this on the right place, remember the second slide I gave you, then it will stay below this lipophilic layer, the outside of the skin. So you get a young, fresh skin. And that's what they want. The main ingredients in this mesofetal pure treatment is the hyaluronic acid to get the fluid under your epidermis and to have some nutrition and vitamins extra blister generated by sulfur mustard, so just as an example, but you can also have a blister when you are walking. And this blister is in fact cleaning the region behind the dermis. And that goes over the lymphatic system. You can see the entrance of the lymphatic system in this drawing below. And there you see that the lymphatic system is nice, but it has a limited entrance capacity. The lymphatic system is located just at the subclavian basal. You see all the red and the blue lines are the vascular system, so the blood is going there. The lymphatic systems are these white lines. And in fact, the lymphatic system is the drain of our skin, the drain of our whole body, in fact. And all the waste is going in this lymphatic system. It's a grey water reservoir. But it has a limited entrance, because it has in fact a sieve over here in this area to prevent that big cell structures are going into the lymphatic system, because then it will be stopped by the drain as well. This is also the reason why pigmentation exists, but that's another presentation which you might have followed one from me. So the message is, we make a lot of fluid, not a little bit of fluid. This is exaggerated, so we have washing capacity under the epidermis, and then this fluid, because it is fluid, it's not particle, it goes through the drain to our lymphatic system, and so we get a rejuvenation of your skin. So in conclusion, I can say that we have removal of debris, so the rubbish, which is or could be created under the epidermis. It could also give an immunological response. For that reason, it's very important to use in the mesothelin treatment the right components, because when you put rubbish in, and it is unknown rubbish for our immune system, as something which is not even a redundant essence, so it's a natural component, but an unnatural component, you could get allergic reaction. So it's really hard to take care of what you are doing. When you are using the right components, it will be out of the question because I checked it. The second is that we get fluid nutrition supply and a balance of nutrition under the epidermis, and it also will balance the oxygen supply, for the oxygen diluted in the fluid comes to all the cells over there. There's more openness due to the extra fluid, and you get a better regulation of oxygenation if necessary. And therefore, in the components, we have also the coenzyme Q10, which is well known for being an antioxidant component. So, that is one, the green one. But I said we have three versions of it. The pink concept is for the fresh treatment. And the concept is young, fresh appearance, that's marketing. And the main ingredients are vitamins A and E, and the antioxidants like Q10, amino acids, also for the nutrition. Who needs this? The first one was more general, quite soft, but giving dehydration, giving a good, young, well-feeling skin. And this one has more effect. The effect which we have now more is that it is not only the removal of the debris, but it gives more nutrition supply and more balance in the nutritional components. And